Coaches, are you struggling to stand out online? The marketplace is more crowded than it's ever been before, and it's become so much harder to stand out as that go-to professional and attract your specific ideal high-paying clients. In the next minute or so, I'm going to be breaking down 3 of the biggest mistakes that coaches make when it comes specifically to positioning themselves and finding the right niche. If you'd like my exact step-by-step niche finding system to help you to narrow down your niche and ensure that you're attracting the right clients, comment the word niche and I will send it over to you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Warren Nell, your personal client attraction strategist. I've helped over 1,000 coaches with client attraction strategies on how to turn their God-given gifts, talents, and abilities into high impact, high income businesses without dancing around on social media like a monkey, without messing around with technical websites or funnels, and especially without being weird or salesy. In these videos, you'll get one simple strategy that you can start applying right away. And today, you're gonna see exactly why you might be blending in the marketplace of all the other coaches and experts out there, and how you can really start positioning yourself as the go-to professional in your space. And so before I break down the 3 mistakes, here's something really important to understand. So you are in the sea of all the other coaches or experts or consultants or whatever the case may be. Your clients are currently in pain. They're looking for a solution. And the problem is that most of these coaches, consultants, experts, freelancers are absolutely invisible. And some of them are really, really amazing. They're just not visible. They're just not well positioned. While there are some other coaches or experts out there who are positioned as the go-to professionals, like a lighthouse in the sea of all the other players out there, who then are far more easy to see, they're better discoverable, and then obviously become the obvious choice for their ideal clients. And so they are in a position where they are now attracting their ideal clients. It becomes a lot easier rather than feeling like, you need to go out there and chase your clients. So now for the 3 biggest niche mistakes. 3 niche mistakes. Mistake number 1 is being too general. If you're trying to speak to everyone, you're going to be speaking to no one. If you're saying things like, I'm a self-awareness coach, or I help people with confidence, you're going to be invisible. And so the way to stand out, if you want to stand out, is to be a specialist, specifically in your space, and that helps you to become that person over there. So if you think of the medical industry, you have what you call GPs. Those are general practitioners, okay? And there are quite a few of them. There are tons of them. And then you get specialists, like a brain surgeon. Which one do you think is better positioned? Which one do you think gets generally paid more, right? And so that's the thinking that you want to apply to specifically going out there and starting your practice. Mistake number 2 is focusing on your field rather than the specific problem that you're wanting to solve. And that's what you want to do. You want to be focusing on the problem, because people do not care about coaching. They do not care about awareness. They care about the problem. So the best way that you can position yourself is focusing on that specific problem. Instead of career coach, rather say, I help mid-level managers get promoted in 90 days or less. Instead of saying fitness coach, say, I help people, or let's say career professionals, lose 5 kilograms in 5 weeks. And then mistake number 3 is focusing on only what you love more than what the market actually needs. Look, nothing against passion. It's important to follow something that you were passionate about. You're always going to get the highest return on your zone of strengths and interests, but profitability is just as important. And especially when you're starting out, you want to make sure that you have ideally an alignment of what you love and what you're good at versus what the market actually needs. And that's going to be your sweet spot over there. Sweet spot for profitability. And so as you're going through this process, think about, what do I love doing? What am I good at? And how am I best positioned to serve the specific problem? And then what is the problem that is a high pain problem, at least an 8 out of 10 problem? That's what you're looking for over there. An 8 out of 10 problem that's going to position me to actually make this profitable and make money out of what I'm doing so that I can continue doing what I'm doing. And so you want to make sure that you are picking wisely. Again, if you would like my step-by-step niche finding process so that you can narrow down your specific niche and ensure that you're attracting the right clients to you, comment the word niche below and I'll send it over to you.